Hey Rockheads, Tina Smash coming at you live. I have got the best job in the world because tonight I get to do beer tasting. And I'm with Matt and we're hanging out at Beer Army and they are hosting the BREW BERN BEER FEST this year like they did last year. And that was my first year last year. And do you remember how many vendors or how many different types of beers you guys had there? There were so many. I tried to drink all of them.
We had over 200 beers there last year. We plan to have over 225 beers there this year. We're going to have at least 50 vendors, several breweries. So it's going to be a really big event. Good times. Please come out and support it.
So my goal is going to be to drink, you said 225 beers?
Should be somewhere around there, yeah.
I'm going to shoot for 150. I'm going to try 150 beers.
Good round number, but you know it's unlimited tasting, so you can as many.
I'm gonna do 20.
That might be more realistic. Just pick the favorites and then hit those up steady.
Take a nap. 20 more. We'll have to do them in intervals. But anyway, we're going to taste some of the beers that you guys are going to have at the BREW BERN Fest, correct?
Yep.
Now, before we dive into the alcohol, let's talk really quick about Beer Army because you guys are new here.
We are.
And I didn't realize, I mean, this is great. You guys have how many beers in this place?
We've got about 625 varieties of bottles on the shelf right now.
It's incredible if you were to, and I know the camera's panning, if you don't see all these beers, and they're not just like normal domesticated beers. They're like beers that you just can't get anywhere.
No. We try and bring in beer from all different countries, all over the world, different varieties. Mostly we handle American craft beers, but if you're looking for it, odds are pretty good that we can find it. So.
Well, that's why you are the Beer Army specialist, Matt.
Well, that's what we do.
Because you know all about beer. What a great job. I thought I had a great job. All right, so let's dive right into the beer tasting. So what's our first beer?
Our first beer is actually going to be Sir Perry. It's a dry pear cider from Bristol, England.
Do you have to put your pinky out when you drink it because it's called Sir Perry?
You can if you like to feel fancy. I don't think it's mandatory. Yes, ma'am. Right there.
He called me ma'am. That's funny. Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you're beer tasting, if I'm at, because I have no idea how you're supposed to be PC about beer tasting. You know, with wine, you swish it around your mouth and you spit it out. I don't ever do that. Can I drink this?
I don't know, yes, absolutely. One of the first things that I encourage everybody to do, though, because taste is so much a function of smell, is actually agitate the beer just a little bit. It's the same way you would in a wine tasting. And then sort of let your nose do a little bit of the, there we go. And take yourself a nice swallow and see what you think.
He said, never mind. Ooh, it tastes just like cider.
It is actually a pear cider, so yeah, it's manufactured in exactly the same way.
It's very light and refreshing. So
yeah,
who makes this beer? Like, give us a little info on it.
Sir William Perry, like I said, it's a company out of Bristol, England. So one of the things that we do carry here on the shelves at Beer Army.
I was going to try and do an England accent, but I'm horrible at it. Can you bust out an English accent?
Not well, no.
Let's just try.
I don't think I can do Cockney. I'm sitting here drawing on memory, and I just don't think it's going to work out.
All right. Okay. Should I drink the whole thing?
That's entirely up to you.
Chug.
Yeah, good for you. It's low ABV.
Look,
so we do have a few to get through.
Come on, Styles. I'll share. Damn it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So the next beer we're going to taste is what?
The next beer is actually going to be a Festina Peach.
What is I love peach. Does it taste like peach?
It does have quite a pronounced peach flavor. This is a Berliner Weisse sort of beer. Yes, ma'am. That's it.
He's calling me ma'am. How many beers do I need to drink before you start calling me ma'am?
It's force of habit. I grew up around the military. I call guys younger than me, sir. It's just a thing. So this is a Berliner Weisse beer. It's going to have a slight tart flavor and aroma to it. You will notice peach up front. It's going to finish very, very clean, light and refreshing. It's perfect on a hot summer day.
Ooh,
the face just lit up.
This one's my favorite. I know it's only my second, but yes, Helen, you can come and try it. That one's good too.
Yeah, it's limited release, guys, so come down and get that one quick because we sell an awful lot of it.
It's not overpowering. It's just very light. That's really good. Do you like it? Excuse me. Okay. Sorry.
It's beer, you're allowed.
Okay, so the third one now.
Ooh,
this one is.
Ooh.
Okay, uh-oh.
This is a Belgian triple.
I almost smelled caramel at first.
You may. Caramel and vanilla notes are common. This beer was aged in a bourbon barrel, or an oak barrel, rather. It's very, very strong, not alcohol by volume, but it's incredibly smooth. This is a sneaky beer, hon.
What's this one called?
This is the Triple Overhead by Mother Earth Brewing Company out of Kinston.
Styles, I need to stay away from this one because he said it's high in alcohol content.
Yes.
You know what happens when that happens. My clothes start coming off. Matt. What'd you say? He's going to argue with that? I don't think he is. Oh, yeah, that's a little strong.
There's a little residual alcohol heat sort of on the back of the tongue. You get some of the nice oak tannins there in the mouth. I have to stay away from those. Those are the bane of my existence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I open one of those and the night slips away.
And you don't remember?
Not a clue.
Okay, does anyone want to try this? I'll just set it right there if you guys want to try it. Okay, so the fourth one.
Fourth one is going to be the Cannonball IPA. This is by Natty Greens Brewing Company out of Greensboro, North Carolina. This has got a really solid malt backbone to it. It's going to have some hop bitterness to it, but it should be intense citrus flavors and aromas out of this beer.
I love the way you describe beer.
Beer loves me back.
Oh, I like this one.
It's a very good beer.
This is very good. Now, what is this one called again?
This is Cannonball. This is the double IPA.
Now, when they go to the Beer Fest, you said there's going to be 50 different vendors.
I believe so.
And so, are they going to have the names of the beers? Like,
yes, they will.
I wanted to go find this beer, so I just look for the name of this beer.
I would look for the brewing company. Natty Greens is definitely going to be represented there.
Okay.
So I would go see those guys and say, hey, did you bring me any of this?
That was good, too.
Yes.
I still think I like the peach one so far as my favorite.
So we found a winner. That's good. We've just a few more to work through.
So far, I mean, we have how many beers in here to go? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my!
I'm gonna go through every single one.
We'd be here all night, most of the day
listen,
tomorrow.
I'll just call off tomorrow. Styles, taking one for the team. Okay.
So here we have another IPA. This is Skull Coast Brewery.
Explain to me before you, because I don't. What is an IPA exactly?
IPA is a is an abbreviation for India Pale Ale.
Okay.
Brief history on India Pale Ale. So
the Indians used to make it?
No. India was a British colony for quite some time. And this was pre-Suez Canal. So if I wanted to send beer to British soldiers, I had to go all the way around Africa, sail through the South Pacific, and then up into the Indian Peninsula. Beer spoils incredibly quickly, oxidizes, and goes bad. We find that hops are actually a natural preservative, though. So by aggressively hopping their beer, it stayed fresher longer, and it made the transit much smoother.
Wow. I never knew that. And I'm going to
forget
about it probably as soon as I take a sip.
Yeah, that's okay.
But that's why you're the specialist and not me. Okay. So this is an IPA. What is it called again?
This is Maelstrom. Skull Coast Brewing. They are out of South Carolina. This is actually a rare treat. They've stopped making this beer, so you will be one of the last people to ever taste a keg of it.
What if I really like it and then they're not going to make it anymore?
That's really unfortunate. I would write an email or
Why are they not making it anymore?
I'm really not sure. I don't know if they've moved on to another recipe that they like better, but I do know that that's one of the few kegs that are left in existence.
Now let me ask you a question as a beer specialist.
Sure.
Who enjoys beer. Do you guys sit around while drinking beer and we're in the music business.
Do we beer nerd out? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, basically, because musicians sit around and they write lyrics all the time. Do you guys sit around and make up recipes or think about what you could put in different recipes?
Absolutely.
Huh.
I know I do. I'm not speaking for all of us. Quite a few of the guys here homebrew, so we will get together and have a few beers and talk about, man, what if we could do this? So yeah, we basically
homebrew?
Yes, we do.
So is there a lot of work that goes into that, like equipment-wise and stuff? Like if I wanted to make my own beer, like Smash beer, what would be in my beer?
Smash is actually an acronym. That's great.
What would be
stands for single malt, single hop.
Oh.
Yeah. Just so you know.
Well, my beer, what do you think, if you were to make a recipe for my beer, what would be in it, you think? I know you've only known me for 5 minutes.
I would do, surprise, surprise, an American Blonde Ale. Light, little fruity, fun, drink a bunch of them.
He just called me fruity. He called me fruity. You're right, Ninja. Oh, this one's dark.
A little bit, yes.
And now this is going to be, what's this called? It's going to be bitter, huh?
This is Duck Rabbit Brewery. It's going to be out of North Carolina as well. It's beer you're allowed. This is the Rabbit Duck. This is their Russian Imperial Stout. So this is going to have really, really, really different sort of flavors than we've worked through so far. So you're going to notice some coffee, a little bit of chocolate.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's
give it a go.
Wow. That's actually very good.
It is. It's
I
remarkably
was a little nervous
smooth.
at
A lot of
first.
people see dark beer and think, oh, I'm running the other way.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have to be that way.
I can taste the coffee in it, and I love coffee. Wow, this is really good. Now, is the alcohol content more in this because it's darker and thicker?
No, actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be. There are several styles of beer that are very, very dark and yet have low alcohol content. This is actually a Russian Imperial Stout, though, and that is going to have quite a hefty alcohol load to it.
So I should probably stop sipping
I
on
mean, if you like it, why not, right?
I mean, it's good. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still going with the peach.
It's all right. It's all right.
Chick. I like light and fruity.
I bought a 4-pack of it the other day and just couldn't stop drinking it.
Is
so
it
that's
like
okay.
your Zima for a beer specialist?
You know, kind of
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, the ciders and the light. I understand. It's okay. You can have a chick moment once in a while when it comes to beer.
I think we're allowed.
You need to change it up every once in a while. Okay, is this our last one? I'm sad.
This is our last one. We're gonna have.
Sad.
Oh, me too.
I've
had a good time. This is Milk Stout by the Left Hand Brewing Company.
Stout?
Yes.
Okay, there's obviously not milk in here, right?
No, but there's probably some lactose or milk sugar.
So if you're lactose intolerant,
probably not the beer for you.
I, however, am not. Okay, so describe what's in this. Milk and what?
No.
So I'm going to go home and get some milk and try and brew my own beer.
It's essentially your basic stout. It's a little bit different style in that they'll use lactose or milk sugar to leave a little bit of residual sweetness into the beer.
Okay.
There are other techniques, but that's generally what's done. This is going to have a slightly sweeter finish than the one you had before, but you'll notice some similarities. Again, chocolate and coffee will dominate the palate.
What makes it... Excuse me. What makes it thicker? What makes beer thicker than others?
The last 2 beers you had were actually served on nitrous.
Okay, so explain that to me.
Nitrous is 1,000 times more soluble than CO2, which beer is typically poured from off draft. So what you have is smaller bubbles.
Okay.
That's going to lead to a thicker perception on the palate.
Okay.
So, AKA a bigger mouthfeel, if you will. The other thing. It's okay. Giggles are fine. Giggles are fine.
No, I'm sorry. My brain went somewhere else.
It's all right. The other thing that can happen.
They could bottle that up and give it to some guys. Anyway.
So the other thing that actually happens is CO2 is actually, like we said, it's a little bit larger bubble. But when that bubble bursts, you can actually perceive what's called carbonic acid on your palate, and that leads to a tartness that may not be present with a nitrous beer. So you get a little bit different experience out of it. And like I said, it does lead to a thicker, fuller mouthfeel there.
It's definitely thick. I feel like this one's smoother than the other one. Is that right? No?
You know what? I think you're right.
Let me check.
I do. If I'm going from memory here because I haven't had one today. We're going to get some assistance.
Yeah, that one's smoother. This one's thicker, I feel. Maybe it's because it tastes like a milkshake thickness. Perception is like a milkshake.
Lactose is an unfermentable sugar, i.e. yeast can't consume it, so it stays in suspension. That'll once again lead to that body.
Okay.
They could be maltodextrin as well. The rabbit duck? Yeah.
That one to me isn't as thick.
Yeah,
they are.
The rabbit duck to me has got a little bit stronger.
Yes,
Yes, the rabbit duck's got a little bit stronger, like coffee sort of. Yeah.
It's good though.
You love your job way too much.
Don't be afraid of dark beer.
Yeah, don't be. I mean, I think the only dark beer I've ever had was probably Guinness. And is that a bad word?
No, I won't.
That's a bad word.
No.
No, I know, but I'm not a beer special.
No, that's fine. I have nothing against Guinness, and I won't sit here and talk bad about anybody's brewery because I don't own one. So
right. Well, the thing is, too, like, because I'm not familiar with a bunch of, I'm the normal person, probably like a lot of us out there who just drink the normal beers. And when I say normal, like not these special ones. Not that there's anything wrong with domestic beers or whatever.
No, not at all.
So this is a great opportunity for people to come out and just try all different kinds and see what they like.
Yeah, we really encourage anybody to come in. I mean, it doesn't matter what you drink. If you come in and spend a little time with myself, Heath, Sebastian, Scott, any of us can find a beer for you.
So the thing is that they can come in here and because you're so educated on the beer, you can I can come in and say, well, I don't like bitter. I don't like this. I love peach is my favorite flavor.
And
so
we can work with you.
Absolutely.
That's
awesome. So that's awesome. And then the Brew Burn, of course, you guys are going to be on hand, and all of the people there, that the 50 vendors and stuff, are going to be just as educated as you.
Absolutely. All of our volunteers are really, really awesome. If they can't answer a question, they'll come and find somebody that can. It's a great place to come out and enjoy beer and learn something about beer at the same time.
And it's all going down at the convention center in downtown New Bern. Right. And it starts at 1 o'clock Saturday, and it's unlimited tasting, right?
That's right.
They give you. Are you guys going to use these glasses, or are you going to use the shot glasses over there that I have several of in my house?
Generally, it's a 2-ounce pour for most of our beer festivals, and that'll be a plastic glass because let's face it, it's kind of dangerous to walk around with a glass in your hand.
Oh, last year they had glass.
Hey, they might this year. So. But yeah, we should do 2-ounce pours, and they are unlimited. So you just come out, pick your favorite, and we'll keep drinking.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Saturday. So if people need to get tickets or information or anything like that, where would they go?
Please come here to the Beer Army Outpost. We can hook you up with whatever you need.
And they're located right off of Highway 70 in James City,
right.
Next to the fire.
Yeah, Mallard Gas.
Yeah. Fire. Mallard Gas.
That's okay. And the other place you can go is you can go to our website, www.beerarmy.com. You can link to the Outpost there, and you can get your tickets through us online as well.
Awesome. And then can they get them at the event? Well, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe not. But listen, also the
like they said last year, don't wait until the day of. Go early.
No, we absolutely did sell out, and so that was it was get them now or you're not getting in.
Exactly. And I have a feeling it's going to sell out this year again because was it your first year last year? Was it the first time?
No. We've been doing it for about 3 years now.
In New Bern, though?
Yeah, between that and Jolly Skull.
Okay.
Which is our winter festival that we do in Greenville. So
Gotcha.
We've been going for about 3 years.
It's definitely going to sell out, and some of the proceeds are going to go to local charities as well.
Always.
Wait, you have a ton of sponsors as well. Do you want to give any shout-outs to your sponsors? Do you need
Vegas
this?
Magazine, we got R.A. Jeffries Distributing Company, Coastal Beverage. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Please bring Oscar Blues to our area, please.
And, of course, Rock 105. Woo, woo.
You know those guys, too.
They have an awesome radio station at Rock 105. I heard the afternoon junk's pretty hot.
That's the rumor.
Weasel does middays. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, make sure you guys come out to the Beer Fest going on next week. And again, it's happening at the Convention Center in downtown New Bern, 1 to 6, and we're gonna drink beer and have a good time.
We are. Oh, one quick thing, guys. We are having an after party this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
we're all gonna be like,
Yep. Best part is you don't even have to leave the Convention Center. It's gonna be
there?
Yeah, it's gonna be right there. So we're gonna shut down for about an hour. Let all those really, really awesome volunteers go home, eat some dinner, whatever they've got to do.
Yeah, so thank you to the volunteers.
And then we're gonna open it back up. Yeah,
having.
Spare Change is going to play. We're going to have
Nice.
liquor and wine license there, and we'll keep rocking out till about 2 in the
So,
morning. You can get your tickets for that the same places you can for any of the rest of the festival tickets. It's just $10 more, so everybody ought to come and check that out.
I'm just, Matt, trying to figure out the hour in between what I'm going to do to not pass out.
Nap in the car, have a cup of coffee.
Right. That sounds like a plan. So, all right. Thank you, Matt, very much.
Not a problem.
We'll see you guys at the BREW BERN FEST next weekend.